want to keep that you know, these exotics I just have because I have ornaments on them. Until they make where you know, once you unlock an ornament on an exotic, it's in the kiosk unlocked. But anyways, yeah, vault space is really running out. I don't even do the raids. Well, the King's Rise of Iron Ring raid. I mean, sorry about that. But I don't even do it because there's not enough to do it on all three characters. Because I have one of each, as you can tell. I got a Hunter, a Titan, and a Warlock. But my solution I'm going to suggest for vault space is implementing 5 new kiosks. Now these kiosks are going to be legendary armor, and you're probably thinking, how is this going to work? I'll explain it after I name the kiosk. But anyways, it's a legendary armor kiosk, which will be put right here. If you move this shield or this shield over a little bit and just put it right here, you know, between the, you know, beside the exotic armor kiosk, you know what I'm saying, between the two shields, there you go. You can fit the armor, legendary armor kiosk there. Now, legendary weapon kiosk can go right here as well. You can just move this sword right here, this set of swords to the left a bit, and then move this right here to the right a bit, and then move this, you know, left or right, wherever you want. If you want to put the legendary kiosk on the right or left of this, it's your choice, Bungie, honestly. Can't tell you what to do, just suggesting. Now, the third one would be ghosts. Now, a ghost kiosk, a lot of people would like to have, because honestly, us players don't really know what kiosks are. Well, what ghosts are out there. I mean, only ones that we collect through raids and, you know, or that drop that are rare. But you know, the ones I'm mainly focusing on is the legendary ones. But plus the kiosk will make where you can, you know, have a chance for better roll on the ghosts. For instance, like, you know how you got some ghosts that does get more glimmer from killing warlocks, hunters, titans. You know, the you know, then you got the Vex and all the other enemies that we face, you know, in Destiny. You get more glimmer off them. You know, but yeah, you can put the ghost kiosk right here. It would be a good idea, because, you know, really no one really does anything on here, and that's just a wall, nothing there. Be a good idea to put it there. Now, the next one would be class items. Now, class items, the reason why I say this is because, actually, let me go to my vault real quick, and I'll show you what I'm talking about with that, and why I'm actually suggesting it. To be honest, I should have showed you something over the speaker. But if you've actually seen the speaker's inventory, he sells legendary cloaks, and very good looking ones. I might add Marks and Bonds, anyways, depending on what character you're on. But as you can tell here, I got the 3 classes of each character. You know, well, there's them 2, and then at the end here, I'm thinking that's where it's at. Yeah, there's the Sunbreaker mark. But you know, as you can tell, I've got all 9 of them, and I don't want to have to erase my characters just to re-grind for those again, because at one point I might want to, you know, if I, you know, decide to, I might want to set my character up wearing that, because a lot of them look pretty cool. I mean, honestly, like I mean, I can't really, yeah, I can't preview the Hunter and the Titan right now because I'm on Warlock, but still. But you know, it'd be nice to have class item kiosk, and where you would put the class item kiosk. I mean, I know I think on the forums I put in the put the ghost kiosk in the dance room, but now I thought about it. You know, it'd be better underneath the speaker. Now for the class items, honestly, that would be a good idea. Well, I think, anyways. If you see right here, you got on the right side here, you got this, you know, abandoned quest kiosk. Why not right here put the class item kiosk? Be a good idea. But there's the 4. Now the 5th one, let's go to the Iron Temple. I mean, I don't know if Bungie wants to put this kiosk there, but it actually just, it seems more right, just considering the fact of what came with the Rise of Iron when it dropped, and you know, just just seems like it's a perfect spot, perfect place to put it. Now I don't know where to put it here, honestly, but I'm just gonna say the Iron Temple would be the best spot for this one. It'd be the artifact kiosk, because you get all kinds of artifacts, you know, from King's Fall, and you know, the Wrath of Machine raid. I mean, I've done the Wrath of Machine on normal, and then once I noticed that I was running out of vault space, I stopped doing the raid. But this right here is a good way to eliminate. I mean, for anybody that's like me, that's a collector, just wants to have you know, all the armor sets for raids, all the trial sets. I got the prize set for my Warlock, Hunter, and Titan from year 2. Been working on year 3, but I'm having to stop because no vault space. And plus, I don't want to get rid of the Desolate gear I earned in year 2, because I mean, you really only promised one item of that at a time. I mean, so, and you only get one, you know, Sheldon Treasure a week. But now, if Bungie wants to put the artifact kiosk in the tower, they can put it in the dance room. It's just their choice. I mean, they're the ones going to be that will be implementing it into the game if they decide to. But right here would be a good idea to put on the wall here, or standing up right here, however they choose. Putting the artifact kiosk. I mean, it wouldn't take up much space. I mean, yeah, now I know everybody's saying, well, this is just a waste of time because you got, you know, all these legendary weapons and armor and class items, and yeah, the ghost and artifact kiosk seems pretty cool because, you know, there's not that many of them out there. But the thing is, with the legendary armor, weapons, and the class items, you know, for instance, you know, when Destiny 2 comes around, this will actually benefit all of Destiny 1, you know, players of year 1 and 2, 1, 2, and 3. You know, all the items you fought for, you know, you can actually still show off in Destiny 2 if they decide to make it, you know, infusable, or still relevant in Destiny 2. Just saying, but it'd be kind of pointless with the fact that when the game launched, they said that this was going to be a 10-year game. You can, you know, with, you know, throughout the lifespan of the game, you could carry your progress over into each expansion. So I mean, really, right now it's just, you know, the fact that, I mean, all you see on the forums is people complaining about vault space, with me included. But this idea, I had thought about this idea around July, June or July of you know, Taken King, and you know, I put it on the forums, and a lot of people put it down, and you know, I didn't put it back on. I didn't repost it or anything, or try and get more views for it, which I should have. Even though with all the people that, you know, was putting me down because, you know, they wasn't even thinking ahead. But no offense, just saying. But yeah, the thing is with this, it's pretty much simple. Put all, I mean, for legendary armor and the legendary weapons and the class items, the ghosts and artifacts. And the artifacts, I'd say they would charge us 50 legendary marks, and that's only reasonable because, you know, the one thing you don't want players to do is be able to get legendary marks easily from these kiosks, because every single one of the items are legendary items. I'm not sure if Ghost. Let me see if I got extra Ghost. I might see if the Ghost actually dismantled the. I've actually never dismantled a legendary Ghost before. Let's see if I got a double. I mean, as you can see, I got one of each kind of ghost that's out right now. I still got my original ghost when I started playing the game. Yeah, make fun of me, but you know, I find, you know, interest in keeping those items. I've got all the, you know, 9 artifacts that they gave us with this expansion. Let's see, no, I ain't got another ghost, but I do have legendary marks, so I could actually. That one, if I'm not mistaken, that one right there is in the record book, am I right? Yes, it is. So I can just dismantle that one just to see what it does. Unlock it first, Chris. Yeah. Okay. So Legend, I mean the Ghost, they would actually, it would be, set up same as the vendors. Pretty much that's what I'm saying is, the class items, the legendary weapons and armor, and the Ghost kiosks. Set them up to how the vendors charge you, except a little bit different. Say for like the armor pieces, like a helmet or a chest piece, which as you know, when you're doing ornaments, you have to have two for those and class items. So charges like 75 for those, and then for like the gauntlets and legs, charge like 50 legendary marks. And then, but the thing is if you buy an item, say for instance, I go in the kiosk and I buy an item out. I'll make one for example, like say, let's see, let's find a helmet piece for the warlock. Alright, say for instance I want to buy this pry hood, and I already got it. I'm saying I'll be able to dismantle it and have more vault space. But say I want to buy this out of the kiosk. So if they do, like I said, 75 legendary marks, I spend 75 legendary marks on the helmet. And then if I say I want to try and farm for legendary marks, if I dismantle it, it's only going to give me 3 legendary marks. I mean, everybody knows when you dismantle an item, as soon as you get it, and it's not leveled up all the way, you don't really have a chance of getting any legendary motes of light off of it. Sorry. Now we'll put this to the test, just to prove what I'm saying here. So no one's sitting there like, oh, you're just talking bull crap. Nah, irons. Alright. These, for instance, okay, I have not even upgraded them, as you can tell. Not even worn them yet, because I just wanted to get them for the look. I can get these again because, Iron Banner will be back around throughout the year. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dismantle it, and as you can tell, yeah, no legendary marks, but still, I got 3 armor materials. So therefore, there's no way of farming it for legendary marks. The weapons or armor kiosks. Now the weapons will be a little bit tricky, and I think a lot of people would not like it, but it would actually make you decide, what you really want to get out of the kiosk at that time. But it would probably, I'd say, set it up the same way as the helmet pieces on the chest and the class items, and do like 75 legendary marks. And the thing is with Destiny, the thing it's really lacking that it had in year 1, and the thing I think a lot of year 1 players loved, was the fact that you could grind throughout, through the game and get what you wanted, and what that things that you desperately was after. But as Destiny, I mean the Taken King came along, and Rise of Iron, the grind for items was really cut in half, and really easier to get, because the fact that for exotics anyways, you got the 3 coins to use. Legendary armor and weapon pieces, you just easily just grind through stuff and they'll drop. Saying that with how it was in year 1, if you wanted something, like say the exotics per se, you had to literally grind through raids, nightfalls, possible lucky chance, and if you did use a lucky person to get it to drop in the crucible, or drop as a Vanguard strike reward, which I think very rarely happened that I've seen for me anyways. But yeah, they just need to put the grind back in Destiny. They do this idea here with the 5 kiosks I mentioned. It'll be the last items, last kiosks that that are not yet implemented into the game. Because as we do know, we got a Sparrow kiosk, we have a emblems, we got a shader. They just put the holiday kiosk in for all the masks that we have for Festival Lost. Ships, sparrows, exotic armor, weapons pieces, the emotes. I think that's about it. But the thing is really, you wouldn't, for people really, you wouldn't need vault space anymore. Your vault space instead would be turned into, the kiosk would be used as your vault, really. And the vault space would be as your, like, your extra luggage, I guess you could say, your extra your go-to thing for the items that you actually use. And you know, I mean, I know there's some players out there that have different armor pieces that have different rolls on them, but like for me, I literally just try and stay with, you know, the double sniper ammo, or you know, or switch it up where I have, you know, shotgun ammo and sniper ammo on one armor piece. And but the thing is really, it's just, you know, Bungie wouldn't really have to worry too much about, you know, dealing with the vault space anymore. They could actually focus on other problems. I mean, yeah, it'd take them a couple weeks, maybe more, to do this, because all they'd have to do is take like a blueprint of the kiosk that we have now, and then, you know, that'd make the blueprint, you know, the kiosk itself, but then turn the item where it has all the pages for the legendary. I mean, that way, if they do, in fact, because the rumors are spreading around that, you know, Vault of Glass and Crota are going to come back at April's update, just like how Prison of Elders did with, you know, Taken King. But the thing is if they do bring them back and, you know, make them armor pieces and then raid weapons relevant again, you know, it's going to be really no point in playing the game, because because everybody's going to be fighting for their Fatebringers or their Vision of Confluences or their Predator's Revenge, or if you're you know, if you're talking about Crota, you got your Black Hammer, which everybody, you know, always using in Crota, which we got Black Spindle as exotic, but still it'd be nice to have the Black Hammer to, you know, show off. But you know, you got your Abyss Defiant, your you know, and also they do need to bring back the Vex Mythoclast, the Necrochasm, and the Pocket Infinity. Those are the last three exotics of year one that are not in Destiny as of now, anyways. They're infeasible anyways. I mean, and yeah, Bungie is getting, you know, put down a lot by people, but the thing is, for 2 days now, actually, yeah, 2 days, counting the day with 3, I've been trying to find a way to get this out there, to get Bungie to see it. I've actually tried to contact many of the fellow YouTubers like More Console, which hasn't really turned up any luck. I mean, even though I am subscribed to him and watch him, but the only reason I'm subscribed to him is because he actually, when he brings actual news to us faster than Bungie does, in a sense. But hopefully this gets some views and gets out there. Hopefully before, you know, SRL comes this weekend. I mean, well, this next Tuesday, because I want to play the SRL event. But the fact is unless I can, you know, figure a way to deal with this vault space. I mean, yeah, I can sit here and erase everything, but I'm gonna put it to you this way. We got a little, well, actually a little over 9 months till Destiny 2 comes, if it actually is dropping in September of 2017. Because me, anyways, I don't even know if it's confirmed yet on the release date. But let's go in the tower and we'll see what I'm talking about. And actually, while I'm in the tower, before and in the broadcast here, I'm gonna show you if they don't decide to put the artifact kiosk into the, you know, Iron Temple, they could put the, or where they could put the artifact kiosk in the tower. Now, I mean, I've had a lot of people tell me that maybe they might take put the kiosk I mentioned before, the legendary armor, legendary weapons, and all that stuff, and put them over here. You know, one on each little wall. You know what I'm saying? You got 3 of them here, so there's 3 kiosks right there. But yeah, let me go over to the vault real quick. I don't know why I was going that way, but I want to show you what I'm talking about that I have for my hunter. As you can tell, see, I got the Mask of Pariah, the sleeves, the chest, the boots, and the cloak. And I mean, I could erase that, and there I have 5 more slots. But the thing is with how the, you know, the fact that it's year 3 now, you know, those items would really be very complicated to get again. And I mean, if you look too, also I got the Iron Banner helmet from last year, and the whole armor set for last year for the hunter, along with the cloaks and the Titan marks, anyways, for the Iron Banner last year. But the thing is like, see here, I got my Desolate gear. I got the, you know, the chest piece, the bond for my warlock there, and then here's my hunters right here, Titan. I mean, it's a little mixed up. I haven't really organized this yet, but in there, if I leave it here alone for a second and you look, you can see there's you know, all the majority of them right there. And if I go over here to the right, there ain't nothing there, my bad. But you know, right here, there's other 3. I got all of them right there, and it's the fact that, you know, I like the way that stuff looks. You know what I'm saying? Let me find one where I can actually preview it, because that's not really cool that we can't preview it. But I mean, that gear right there, the way it looks, you know what I'm saying? It's priceless. I mean, and honestly, everybody would benefit from the kiosk, the legendary armor and weapons kiosk, and the class items and all that, the other kiosk I meant, the ghost and the yeah. Because think about it, if you go into your record book, if you've finished as much as I have, for instance, if you go into the, where's the chest piece? Alright, here's the chest piece, okay? It says hand cannon, but if you go and inspect it, it's hand cannon and shotgun. Now if you go to the legs, which is right here, and you inspect the legs, it's for fusion rifles and rocket launcher. Now me, I don't Well, anyways, like I was saying, with the kiosk, you got, you know, you got a better chance of getting items that you want. My daughter's, oh wait, she started crying, that's why I muted the headset. Sorry about that. But yeah, for me, I don't really use fusion rifles. But I'm gonna wrap this up now. But yeah, hopefully this gets used and Bungie sees it and can implement this into the game very soon. So I guess I'm gonna end this broadcast now, and yep, y'all have a good one.